Good day. This is meteorologist Kyle Gallagly coming to you from the 24/7 Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center. The time is 15Z on the 1st of September 2022. And this is an overview of Typhoon Hinnamnor in the Western Pacific Ocean. Taking a look at the latest satellite image from SIMS, see a very well-defined eye right about in here at about 21 degrees north, 125.5 degrees east at this time. System has been fluctuating in intensity between typhoon and super typhoon classification, with winds currently at about 125 knots. See a very well-defined inflow band here, just to the east of Taiwan, and very good strong circulation here. The system is moving toward an area of slightly enhanced wind shear, which will likely prevent some strengthening in the immediate term, that combined with ocean upwelling from the slow movement of the system. However, very good low-level convergence and upper-level divergence should offset some of that increasing shear in the short term. The latest advisory here from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center shows the system becoming quasi-stationary in its present location here for the next roughly 24 hours or so before the system is expected to begin tracking more north-northwest and then eventually recurving to the northeast. The official forecast here also showing the system weakening from its current intensity of 120 knots down to about 90 knots in the next 36 hours or so, due in part to that somewhat unfavorable upper level environment, as well as the upwelling of ocean water from the system remaining stationary for so long. But the forecast does call for re-intensification once the system begins moving more quickly off to the north, emerging to the north of Ryukyu Island chain here by the 4th, and eventually beginning to recurve into the Sea of Japan by the 6th. This is in line with the latest forecast from RSMC JMA, remaining fairly stationary here over the next 24 hours before beginning to move off to the north, eventually recurving off to the north and northeast. You'll see here they also have the system regaining strength here during this time up to about 100 knots at 0412Z before beginning to weaken as it recurves into the mid-latitudes. Latest ensemble guidance here from Weather Nerds. We have the 0Z European model on the left and the latest run of the GFS on the right. Fairly tight cluster in the short term, with keeping the system fairly stationary over the next 24-36 hours before beginning to move off to the north. There's some spread here with a couple of members of the European wanting to move the system more to the west, potentially even over northern Taiwan or into eastern China. One or two members here of the GFS showing the same thing, but the large majority of the ensemble guidance is suggesting that track to the north, remaining offshore, off of China, and recurving off to the northeast, passing either over the Korea Strait or over the far southern Korean peninsula. Lastly, we'll take a look at the operational GFS model here from our in-house product, starting from present. Also showing the system remaining quasi-stationary here. This is the forecast at 0212Z. We'll go forward another 24 hours, and by this point we see the system beginning to track more northerly at that time. Forward another 24 hours, here's 0412Z, has the system off of southeast China, expected to remain off CJK area, beginning to recurve off to the northeast before making any direct pass over that area, though impacts will still be felt. And then continuing off to the northeast here, the operational GFS model brings the system inland over southeast South Korea before emerging into the Sea of Japan and then rapidly moving northeast across far eastern Russia. With this track, obviously this poses significant impacts to a very busy shipping lane from northern Asia, northern China, Korea, southwest Japan vicinity, to from ports in southern China, Singapore, with impacts to the shipping lane likely persisting into the 5th before the system begins to move to the northeast and out of that shipping lane. Likewise, also impacts for ships coming across on transoceanic routes into the Sea of Japan going to present a problem for them as well as we get into early next week. Thank you for watching. I'm meteorologist Kyle Gallagly. Stay connected and safe.